Hi, my name is Katie Gallagher. I am the Director of Education at Candor Health Education, and it is my privilege to share with you the resources that can be found on the Candor Substance Abuse Prevention portal. This portal is designed to give middle school and high school students an engaging and interactive way to learn more about specific substances and other topics related to substance use prevention. So let's take a look at what might be found here and how they might be used. Let's begin with our interactive video game. This is a pixelated game in the style of Minecraft, and it's a game where students work through a finals week. A young person is put into different situations, very realistic situations that involve substance use and decision-making. And the goal of this game is to have a young person think through decisions and consequences before they find themselves in real life situations where they have to make informed decisions. It is so important to give kids opportunities to think through situations before they have the pressure of being in one themselves. You might also note that there are, as a lesson plan that teachers can use if they're using this with the class, and a guide that can be printed for students to use to turn in after completing the video game. If you are looking for materials on specific substances, we have materials on this portal for alcohol, marijuana, and opioids currently. We are adding more about vaping, and there's always things that are being developed and added to this portal. So starting with our alcohol resources, we first have an informational module on alcohol. Students work through this independently. It's interactive. They're learning more about how alcohol impacts the brain and the body, and they're able to complete and review critical information about this particular substance. Similar to the alcohol resources, our opioid resources have a similar layout. There is first an intro to opioids, and this is basically set up the same way as the alcohol one, where students are able to go into this module, able to learn about opioids, what they are, different forms and different types of opioids, both legal and illegal opioids. They're able to learn about use and misuse. They're able to learn about how opioids impact the brain and the body, particularly that of a young developing brain. We also have some brain software that goes over particular aspects of the brain, and it's interactive in that students are able to click on various parts of the brain stem, the limbic system, the prefrontal cortex. They're able to learn what happens in each of these parts of the brain and how these parts of the brain are impacted by substance use. After learning and reading about the different parts of the brain, students can take a short quiz, multiple choice quiz, and see how much they remember about the brain science. There's also a 30-minute or so module all about addiction and how it takes hold. And it's a great resource. Again, it's interactive, like the modules we saw for the introduction to alcohol, the introduction to opioids. This is something that students can work through on their own, answer questions, and work on their comprehension and understanding as they move through the content. Thank you so much for walking through this portal with me. There's a lot here that I really hope you were able to take advantage of. October is a wonderful time. It is Substance Use Prevention Month. At the end of October is Red Ribbon Week, which is celebrated in many schools as a prevention week, where there's activities and lessons being taught about substance use and abuse. We hope you consider using these resources with young people in the month of October and beyond. Thank you so much for joining us.